Hello and welcome. I'm Vera at Spill Coffee Crafts. Welcome to everyone, old and new. And today we will continue with our journey for the Asylum Journal. So, the Asylum for Creatively Insane. This is part 2. And when we left, I had finished the faux leather pieces that I wanted to use for, or that I want to use for the covers, the front and the back cover for my journal. And what I did with these pieces, I ripped them into smaller sections and sewed them together on my sewing machine. And this is how the pieces look now. This is the front piece. I also added this tag from clothing. It's from a clothing piece and it says colors may bleed when wet. I'm sorry guys, but this is funny to me. This will be the piece for the back cover. I also added not only the faux leather but some labels from non-iron. This was a shirt label sewn into a shirt. Yeah, and this is a size label, which is not my size, but yeah. These are the pieces. So, and these are the cardboard things that I want to use. The front piece is a little bit shorter than the back piece. You can see here we have this gap, and this is by default. I wanted to have this shorter, so I like this irregular look on my journals. So then the next step we have to do is glue these things on here. They are a little bit bigger than I need them to be. And that's also by default, or not by default, but how I wanted them to be. So because I want to pull them over to the back side, then we can also add some closure here. I'm not completely sure on the closure by now. I think I will use these cotton strips. This is just cotton, regular cotton from a bedsheet, I think, that I dyed with some, I have no idea what it is, some eco dye for ages ago. And what I would want to do, I think I will just add simple ties to my journal, and maybe I find something, I wouldn't say cute. I want to have something on the ends here, even if I tie it, so there is some kind of embellishment. And I was thinking about something like I don't know how the word is. I show you on my journal. I would like to have something like this thing on the strips, on the straps, on the ties. Or at least something similar, not for closing up the journal, but for kind of an embellishment. Okay, that's the plan for now. So easy. And I'm not sure also what I will add to the inside of the journal. Most likely it will be a piece of fabric I will add here. But I need to go look through my fabric stash what would be matching. It needs to be grungy, of course. And if I can't find anything, then I will add a jelly print, I think. Yeah, that's the plan for the moment. So I will use matte gel for gluing this on, just because I want to have this really stuck down good. And this is the wrong tool. I didn't want to use this. Okay, but I don't want to stop the video for now. We will make it work. So usually for these bigger pieces I use my silicone brush, but yeah, this will work too. And so and the plan for this part of the Asylum Journal process video Playdate, more Playdate than process video, is to have a finished journal. So I already have my pages prepared, and I will show them later. So, okay, now there is glue on my desk, of course. This will work. So just to make sure we have it right side up. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay. So, and the goal here is also, you see, this, because this faux leather, we did a good job on crinkling it up and adding this dress and fold to it. So, and of course we don't want this now completely flat on the cardboard, so we want to preserve some of these folds, of course. Yeah, looking good. We are also adding glue here and flip this over. Okay, we need more here. The cardboard soaks up the glue quite readily, so we will need more, but this will work. Okay, then also we need to clip these edges here and here. So, and while we are at it, we will also, I'm not clipping the edges completely to the corner. I leave 1 or 2 millimeters of paper there, and of course I have a tool that exactly measures how much I leave here, and I never use it. It's not important to me. I'm making junk journals, so if there is a edge that's not completely 100% as it should be, I'm fine with that. Here we are, first piece more or less done. Yeah, come. And a little bit more on the edges. So that's the first piece. This can now dry. See? And yeah, looking good. Yeah. So, and I'm also not sure yet if I will just have this as a cover, or because have you already watched Brenda's at least first and second video of the Asylum Journal. She added this cool layer of, I don't know, it's a material she made from string and tissue paper and tore it open, crunched it up completely. An adorable piece. I made something similar with a kind of mesh fabric I had. And I'm still contemplating if I will add something like this also add to my cover. So I will not glue it completely on. If, then I will do it like Brenda did it, with only fixing it on the back side, so you can open it like a first page, and then you see the full cover, and then you open the journal itself. But I'm not sure yet if I want to do it like this. And I can add this whenever. It doesn't need to be done now. Yeah, we accomplished our first step. Now these pieces, you see, there is the tear we made. Not on purpose, but I love it, and I used it as a badge. So, and then already the badge that is sewn on is broken. So, oh, I love these things. So, okay, guys, I will pause you because we need to let this dry. And then we can prep these pages. Oh no, they're just, I need to cover this also with the matte gel. I will throw on the camera when I do it, so you can see it, even if it's maybe boring content, but I can speed it up anyway. So these are the two pieces, and then we need to prep the covers for the binding. I already prepped all my pages, and I will show them in the next segment of this one. But we need to prep them too, and then we will do the binding and see how this works. And I chose to do this slip knot binding that Brenda also suggested for her and used for her journal, because I've never done it before, and my pages, I can give you a glimpse of them. That's my page, my block of pages, and they are all more or less quite sturdy. So there are some very sturdy ones that are the same material than the cover and the back card, the cover. The cardboard for the back and the front cover is. So they are quite sturdy, and I like them. So I give them to have more support in the journal. And as this is an art journal and not a junk journal, and I want to throw most likely quite a lot of medium on them, I wanted to have also some very sturdy pages in there. So yeah, this is my page block. These are, I think, 17 or 18 pages together with the cover. Then we have 19 or 20. I'm not completely sure. I will count them. Yeah, and they are all cut to the right place. I already made the holes for the binding. I will have 3 holes, so should be enough for this small cover. yeah, and then we need to make the same holes also in the cover, and then do the binding, and then at least the basic journal should be finished, and we can start on putting something in there. So see you in a bit. Okay, I am back. So, and I again cheated a little bit. I already added the last final matte media gel coat to this piece, which is the front piece. And it still is missing from here. You can still see these white bits where the matte gel is not really dry yet, but this will be completely translucent once it's finished. Yeah, I still need to do this here on this back piece, but as you see, we have a closure, and look at that. Oh, I love this fabric so much. Guys, I went stash diving, so because I wanted to pull out the good stuff for this journal. So what this is eucalyptus dyed fabric that I dyed myself this summer with some eucalyptus leaves. Oh, I love it. It's so grungy and cool. And then here on the back side, we have some fabric that I rust dyed. So I just wrapped an old wrench that was already rusty and quite old into this fabric and left it in a water vinegar solution for quite some time. And this was the result that I got. And it's gorgeous. Oh, I love it. So I pulled out only the good stuff for this one. And also I decided on the closure, and I sewed on both of these strips to the back cover, which means, oh, I'll show you. This is the front cover, this is the back, right? So we do a little mock-up. These are my pages. I put them in here. There will be the slip stitch binding, and then we have this. So, ta-da! Look at it! I found it in my stash, and I love it so much. Maybe I will crunch it up a little bit, but as this is really supposed to be open and closed each time I use it, so there's a possibility that if I give there some color with alcohol inks, that it will not stay. But even with the small shiny bits, I love it. And this is, I remembered the word, this is supposed to be, or to remind you of the straps that would be on a straight jacket. So yeah, you know, Asylum straight jacket. Yeah, this is my closure, and there is enough room. So this is also why there is only a knot. I can open this knot and adjust the length of this one strap. This one is already completely sewn in, also there. And also we can give this back now. So I already showed you this awesomeness. Okay, they can go back in my storage. So yeah, but yeah, genau. And this is, I did on purpose not sew this strap on here. So it is only a very thin strip of fabric, and this is quite thick now with the cardboard and the faux leather and the fabric and everything. But I want to have the possibility to fold this away when I'm working in the journal, so there is not a bump in the middle. There will be bumps enough when there is stuff added to the journal, but I will be able to fold this away when I'm working on it, and then I can close it up and it goes around. And this loose look, I think it will be awesome. Okay, so I also decided, you saw enough of me gluing down and putting down media. So I will do this off camera, and I will be back when all of this is dry and ready, and we can prep our covers for the binding, and then I will start the binding together with you. See you in a bit. Bye. Good morning. This is the next morning. Everything dried nicely. And yeah, I'm ready to bind my journal. The last thing I need to do is to prep my front cover. I already did it with the back cover, and I already added one page to the back cover. This is what this is, just to see if the thread is working that I'm using and how this will work. So the rest we will do together. So the last step for prepping this one for the binding is I made myself a template, a pretty one. And this is just from a magazine page, from a thick magazine. It's more like an advertising thing. Okay, and for all the other pages, what I did, I put on the template like this. Yeah, and made the marks. I could do this here, but if I'm not exactly hitting the marks with my tool, then I would have here some stains. So what I do, I put it on the back side and turn it around. So the template needs to be like this. And then we take our marker and make the 3 dots. So this is where we need to make the holes. Can put away the template. Can be useful, and I usually keep them so they can get useful later on. And now, unfortunately, I need to use this big crocodile. In general, I love this, but yeah, for videoing how to make a punch, how to punch a hole, it's not the best tool still. And I use it on the 1/8 of an inch setting, so the smaller one. And I just try to hit the center of my mark with it, and a third time. Here we go. Yeah, nicely done. So we can put this away. And yeah, these are just the remnants. So you see, I have still a few of white spots, but they will go away once this is completely and fully dry. It's just the matte medium is quite thick here. And even if they don't go away, then yeah, they add to the grunge. I will not be bothered about it. Okay, so for the binding, I already added the threads here for the slip knot binding, and I will link the same video that Brenda used for the slip knot binding, so to see how the slip knot binding works, also down in my description. So because this is also the video I watched to see how this is working, and it was okay. So it exactly showed me what I need to do. So I'll happy to link it. Okay, so, oh yeah, my pages. I give you a quick flip through. And what I use for the pages is, these are, I have a few of them in there. These are remnants from a photo album that I took apart and used for different things. It was quite an old one. And these are the cardboard pages where the photos were on. And you see these where there was picture, so like picture corners where you could put in the stick in the pictures, so you can remove them easily. But of course they left these marks when I removed the corners themselves from the paper. Yeah, and for this journal I thought, yeah, it's okay, I can use it for this. And this is still where some paper was left from these corners, so I will use them. And they are within this, there are several of them. And then also what I did, after punching the holes on the one side, on the more or less back side of the pages, I put reinforcement rings to the 3 holes, just to be on the safe side, because this is quite old. Even if it's thicker paper, not really cardstock but thick paper, it's quite old. And so I put to all of my pages, not only to these ones, to all of them, these reinforcement rings. And I have a punch that makes these reinforcement rings, and I use my scraps, and yeah, to always have a bunch of them ready to go. Yeah, so I put them in there just to be on the safe side. So then this is drop paper, also put on a piece of cardboard. And most of these pages, I also put some acrylic paint on it. Yeah, so if I throw wet medium on them, and this is gesso, so they will not dissolve in my journal. So also a drop paper, one of the photo album pages, the same drop paper, and I mounted it on on a cardboard piece, and the back is just acrylic paint, also gesso. Yeah, this was just kind of a masterboard I put in there. Yeah, and this is directly collaged on the cardboard. Again, yeah, and here I also put a second one because there was already a hole. So, and you don't have, if I didn't want to have this stick on the other pages, to be on the safe side, I put also a reinforcement ring there. Drop paper, photo album. This was a masterboard, a part of a masterboard, and this is one of a smaller page. And I just paid attention that my holes are only that far apart, that also the smaller pages have all 3 bindings on them. So another one of these, another drop paper, another part of the masterboard with the back side also collaged, gesso. And you see I did nothing to this. So if necessary, and I put if I decorate this page or make something with it, I will also most likely put the page gesso down. So that's this one. Yeah, also part of a masterboard. And what I usually do, I have books, not notebooks, so with empty pages that I had for years and years, and I make masterboards in these books and leave them in there until I want to use them. So this is how I manage my scraps in most parts. So, and now this is how this is going to work. It starts at the back, and yeah, everything is explained in the video. I will link in my description. And what I use as my thread is, do I have it here? Oh yes, here it is. This is just normal crochet cotton thread. So you would crochet with this. And this is quite sturdy. So if I want to if I want to break the yarn, yeah, it really hurts my fingers. So this is quite sturdy yarn, and I think this will be fine. I'm not putting any wax on it or anything. I could do, but yeah, I think this will be fine. Okay, so we will move this away, and I think I will do 1 or 2 of these together with you, and then I will speed up the rest of the video so this doesn't take for ages. And you see, you just put the 2 threads from the top to the bottom. Oh. And I was really contemplating if I should put needles on each of these threads. And I'm still contemplating, because if I have 20 pages and I need to fiddle around with this too much. Oh, no, it's working fine. We will see. So, and what I do, I just pull them through completely, more or less completely. And then you need to put it through the center of the upcoming threads. So like this. Yeah, and then you pull them and see that the block is, and you don't pull them too hard. This is why I put the reinforcement rings on there. So, because if you pull them too hard, you could rip the paper here. So, this is why this binding is only for single pages that are really sturdy. You couldn't bind. Oh no. Okay, I need to change this, and then it's just so I have them in the right order, because this is the, you need to have the back ones. I know which is the back side because they have the reinforcement rings. So yeah, this is how this works. It's quite a simple process, just a little bit lengthy. So binding a journal with a signature would be faster, even if this would be 2 signatures, but I like it. I will see if I really like it once the journal is bound and I'm working in it. The idea on this one is that it really, that the pages lie flat and you can open the journal completely. You can see the whole and work on the whole page. So we will see if this is working as suggested, and which is also the idea behind this binding. We will see if this is working and if I like it. I hope I like it, because for art journals and things like this, this could be really a good thing. And I'm also not sure yet how to bind off the pages, but there are quite a few to go now. So, okay, I will shut up now and do this silently so I can speed up this process and you don't have to watch me forever doing this. So, we are there. And see, this was the cover. Oh, I like it already. This is how it's looking for now. Also good, in my opinion. Let's see. And I think what I want to do to simply bind this off now, I'm just moving the threads. You see, I don't know if you can see it. There is loop. We put them down here and here. I'm not sure if this is working. And again back. So crossing them over and moving them back. Okay, this will not work, I think not, but maybe. Let's see if this will work. So we need to have this tight, and then we can make this tight, and now we can make a knot and keep or 2 or 3 or 5, how many you need to be secure. And now this should be secured. Good. Yeah, this will work. And I will put a dot of glue also on this knot. And when this is dry, then I can clip off the threads. And maybe for the last one, no. I was just thinking if I would want to add some embellishment or dangle on them, but I think this doesn't fit the style of this journal. So, oops, here we go. I'm just making it loose again. So, oh, come on. You see, so I can put it on there and pull tight. And now we can pull this tight. Yes, and making a knot. So that's looking really promising. Let's see. And now the middle one. I hope I can get the threads through there. Yeah. This is the good thing with this binding. Come on. Oops. Oh, here we go. And pulling them out again. You see, they are crossed over. So we can now pull this tight and pull this tight. Yes. I love it when a plan works. That's it. The journal is bound. So I will glue and cut this later. It doesn't look too bad in my opinion. Yes, so you see, this is how my closure. I'm still so happy with this closure. And let's see if this is also working. Oh yes, Oh yes, this is working brilliantly. You see, completely flat. You can work on the complete page. And the turning point is there, so I think it wouldn't even be a problem. If you glue something over here, it's still, you could still work and flip the pages. Oh, I'm happy with this. Oh, it's a shame that this only works with 30 pages. I would love to have a binding like this with pages, with just normal pages. But yes, oh yeah, working. Of course, I'm not sure if I didn't pull everything straight enough, because this is not a stiff binding. Yeah, so this is quite flexible. So this could be absolutely my fault, but I think this is more or less per design, because yeah. But for this journal, I'm happy with this. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe once this is done, it will need a kind of box to go in there, or yeah, we will see. For now, I'm happy with it. Okay, guys, that's it for part 2. The next time in this series, you will already see me create something in here. See you. Bye.